You thought I was gonna do behind the house? You thought that's the spot I was gonna skip? Out of everything, I'm just not gonna do the hill. I'm just gonna say, oh, look at the hill. Okay, let's keep driving this way.
If you're doing that, you don't have game. That's how I view it. You don't have game because
For real.
you built a relationship with this woman basically through your boy because they pulled.
Ladies and gentlemen, this podcast is getting outrageous. We're seeing a cat take pills or something. We don't know what's going on with little Coco. There's another one. Does Brady not know we working, man?
That's the issue. If they wanted to have a conversation, they would be listening to what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because then you get so much off of that, but they don't want that. People just be wanting.
You are now watching the Westmoreland Bros Podcast.
Welcome back to the Westmoreland Bros Podcast. This is episode number 60.
Oh, 60 dose.
60 dose. There we go.
We're trying to be bilingual. You know, we got to include our Spanish-speaking audience with our English-speaking. You see what I'm saying? So, 60 dose. That's 62 for everybody who don't know Spanish and, you know what I mean, for all my English people, 62. You feel me? Look at Zeke with the little smoothie. Tell us what's in your smoothie. That's how we're kicking off the podcast. What do we got in the smoothie this morning?
This is pineapple, blueberry, strawberry, and water and some healthy juice. I don't know what the juice is called. I can't remember, but pretty
out
healthy
of those
juice.
Three, out of the pineapple, blueberry, strawberry, what's your favorite fruit in those three? Pineapple, blueberry, strawberry.
Probably pineapple, I would have to say. I'm trying to think, what would I eat raw? And it would probably be the pineapple if I would eat it raw. But the other ones are just, you know, it's not the same. Like, I wouldn't eat a strawberry then have the little stem at the end. It's not my thing. And then blueberry, same thing.
Okay, fun fact, I've eaten the stem before because
you're crazy.
Sometimes I look at stuff that we eat and it just like, if this was in nature, like a monkey just gonna eat. A monkey not gonna eat a strawberry and leave the little, you know, green part. He just gonna eat it.
That's true.
Sometimes when I feel advantageous, I just eat it, you know, and it just is what it is. Don't do nothing. Don't hurt nothing.
True.
It might even help me more than I know. I don't know.
That's true. We used to go to that breakfast spot that I still love. Randy thinks it's overrated.
Yeah.
But they put the little flour on it, and we eat the flour. They put the flour on the French toast. So I guess I'm not against it, but I don't know. I just never have done it. At least recently, I haven't.
Well, let's get back to it, man. I was just at Cheesecake Factory the other night, and they made me a drink, and they put
Speaking of
mint
overrated.
in it. They put mint in it, and I grabbed the mint out, and I ate a little bit of it. It's crazy. It tastes interesting. I don't think cheesecake's overrated. I don't think it's underrated. I just think it's a place to go.
I think it's very.
But anywho,
overrated.
man, look, we're gonna jump into the podcast, and we gotta talk about two more things to be aware of for December because we know it's the second podcast, it's the second week. So let's start it off right. You see what I'm saying? The first one is a little serious, folks. We gotta get serious with this one. It's seasonal depression awareness. Now, obviously, this is heavy. It's around winter time. You see what I'm saying? It's colder out. It gets darker quicker, and the sun may be playing a little bit more hide and go seek than we like. So we dealing with some dark days, you know, literally and physically / mentally. So if you go through seasonal depression, just try to do that one or two things that makes you feel better, that kind of helps you out of it. Or if it doesn't help you fully out of it, you know, it just helps you to manage it, you know. And if you don't have those one or two go-to things, find something. Find a new hobby that you can do at home. Do you like to paint, or do you not like to paint? You can do whatever, you know, just paint whatever you want. It don't got to be specific. Like Z just did. Do you like working out? Is the gym too much money, or is it just that you don't like driving to the gym like me? Well, hey, get on the ground, do some push-ups, do some sit-ups. You got some free weights, lift some weights. It don't gotta be the 40, 50, 60 pounds, bro. 10, 20 pounds do just as good. It's about repetition. You see what I'm saying? So hit the gym, find a hobby, talk to a friend on the phone, have a friend over for some hot chocolate, some hot coffee. Watch some good winter movies. You see what I'm saying? We can work through this seasonal depression this year. You see what I'm saying? And once again, Z, if they need to call a friend, what do you think they should do? What should they do? If they gotta call a friend for help, what should they do, Z?
They should call a friend.
That's it, man. Just call that friend, man. Don't think about it, be about it. You understand what I'm saying? It's just like Nike. Just do it. The second one we got's a little more fun. This is kind of fun. I left off with Nike, and I'm about to bring them back up because Z really loves Nike socks. And December has a National Sock Day. I didn't write down the exact day, so I'll leave that to you folks at home to go do that research so you could be on top of National Sock Day. But they do this to honor the comfort, fashion, and durability of socks that protect our feet, obviously amongst shoes and sandals that we wear. But those are two more things to be aware of this December: seasonal depression and National Sock Day. You know what I mean? What are your favorite socks? Do you have a favorite sock brand? Not comment down below. Cause like I said, around that time when I don't even know what the socks is called, honestly, not Nike Elite socks or something like that. Zach knows more about it. He always bought it. Went all the way up to his little calf muscles. I never wore them because I didn't have calf muscles, so my legs was just a little fat or skinny, so the socks didn't really do anything good for me. But Zach, are those your favorite socks of all time? Let the people know.
Yeah, they probably are. And I don't know if they even make them anymore. If they do, it's not the same. They stopped for some reason. But back in the day, bro, socks was a big part of the game, man. Bro, you had some fancy Nike Elite socks. Oh my gosh, like, and they were amazing, bro. I love that. I love the designs. Even to this day, if they were still making them, I would still buy them. They were expensive though. They were like $16 or $20 for a pair of socks. But they were very comfortable. I loved them.
They did you all right, and they even had they ended up coming out with ones that even matched the shoes. So if LeBron or KD or Kyrie dropped like new shoes, they would almost match those shoes. Like, they went crazy. Like Zach said, they was $16. And one, I didn't want to ask my parents for $16. I'd rather put that $16 towards something else than socks. And two, I wasn't gonna spend my hard-earned money, $16, on some socks. So me and Zach's priorities were a little different. But he also was the hooper in our immediate family. He was the hooper. So if I was a hooper, I'm sure it would have been the same, but I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? I just show up once a year, do half-court shots like Steph Curry, make about 70%, and I call it a day. I like to make everybody irritated. That's just what I do. Zach,
70%,
maybe a little higher percentage. 80? Would you say 80%? What would you say? It's no less than, I say, 69% though.
It's the other half of the 80%. It's the 20%. That's what you're actually hitting. 20%. Yeah.
Nah, I don't think that's it. You know what I mean?
We got you
below, Piper.
We got you in the section where you're hitting. You got the highlight reel, but you're also in a lot of the lowlights. Okay, and for good reason.
So it's almost like I got the highlights, but I also am on Shaqtin' a Fool.
Well, yeah, you're like one of the stars of Shaqtin' a Fool. You're like JaVale.
Like JaVale McGee. Okay. Well, JaVale McGee also has NBA championships. He also, yeah, he does. Come on, you know this like I do. And he's played with the greatest. He's played with LeBron. He's played with Steph Curry. Like, you know what I mean?
So you play with me. You play with Jose. Yeah.
And this is it. This is me.
And you got
that's good stuff, bro. That's been good stuff. But that's me. I'm really Steph Curry on the court, but we don't got to focus on that. What I want to focus on is something new and creative I'm doing. I always see these questions on TikTok and on Instagram. And it's the questions that have a little nostalgic music in the background because it makes you think. It takes you back to a place of remembrance. So the question we want answered, that's what this is, ladies and gentlemen. Questions we want answered. And the question, Z, that we want answered today by you, it's the first day of school. And you can walk home with the child you once were. What do you tell him? What advice do you give little Z? You know what I mean? That's the question. What would you say? Yeah.
I don't know. I would say be true to yourself. And stick with everything you know, man. I think a lot of people just give up the things they know because they want to fit in or be cool or whatever, and it's cool to be yourself and do the right thing. So I'll probably just tell him to just keep being himself and keep doing the things you love, because I feel like it's gotten me through a lot of things, and I've avoided a lot of troubles because there's different things I didn't do in life. So I think it's important to do that. So I think I would just tell him to keep being himself, man. And I would challenge him to a one-on-one.
Well, I hope you would beat him. He's the younger you, so I hope you seal that in the bag for sure. It'd just be you bullying him like a little kid. But I agree with that. I mean, as cliche as it sounds, just like be true to yourself, man. Like, you know what I mean? You don't got it. That's one thing I think Pop's always, at least with me personally, I don't know about with you, but oh my God. Like, get a bath on purpose?
Yeah, he got a bath.
He seemed a little more calm.
He
almost
after a
seemed
bath,
calm
he's
or wet.
traumatized. He's traumatized when he's wet. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. We should.
I don't know what to
honestly
do. If
But
he
D,
tries
I'm
me next
sorry.
time, I'm dumping a cup of water on him. Yeah, but D always reminded me and instilled in me that I'm a leader and I'm not a follower. I don't know if
Yeah,
one-on-one combos with okay, so it's similar. He did that with both of us, you know what
yeah.
I'm saying? And
Mhm.
that always stuck with me because it's just like even if somebody else is doing it, like you do, if I want to do it, I'm gonna do it. But like you don't just do it because your peer or somebody older who you may look up to is doing it. Like you're not dumb. So I like that. Be true to yourself. That's a good one. What grade do you think you would have needed to tell yourself that the most? If you just had to, kind of guess right now.
Freshman, Zach, maybe.
Is it because that's when you kind of growing the most, like when stuff is presented more, when you kind of gotta pick harder decision or make harder decisions, I should say? Why?
Yeah, maybe. I feel like middle school was very easy. I feel like high school was more of a challenge and a different thing going on. So, yeah, I would probably say middle school or high school, excuse me, freshman.
High school freshman, I agree with that. Z, we have a guest today. Can you introduce the guest really quick for the audience? We have cat lovers out there and they want to know what's going on.
This is Coco. Coco just got a bath and Coco is shaking. And Coco is really
She looks adorable.
She...
really skinny.
Brandy, Kennedy said she looks adorable. It's
Oh,
a
yes,
boy.
a boy. Sorry. My brother has a boy
Use the
cat.
koi.
And it looks like a
Use the
girl. I mean,
koi.
she just wrapped him in pink towel. What am I supposed to think? Ladies and gentlemen, this podcast is getting outrageous. We're seeing a cat take pills or something. We don't know what's going on with little Coco. There's another one. Does Brady not know we working, man? Zach and his work environment's getting a little too lax over there.
Okay, we're good. We're good, hon. We're good. Okay, we got one more right there. Coco's right here. We did this segment a couple podcasts ago, but it's really infinite, man. Really, a lot of the things we talk about are infinite, and we've had people ask us those questions before. They're like, "How do you keep coming up with things to talk about?" And it's like, humans, we talk about stuff every day, so this is not difficult to talk about things. But we're going back to, is this a deal breaker? Relationship topics, of course. So, is this a deal breaker? She used to date
this one of my
your
favorites,
friends.
just like the other one. This one of my we can react to that. This one of my favorite things that you do on top of the other one I liked from yesterday. But is it a deal breaker if she used to
Wait,
talk
I'll ask it again. Wait, what's the other one you like? What I do is overrated,
you just
underrated?
did it. You just yeah, these two are my favorites. I like these.
Oh, okay. Anyway, she used to date one of your friends. Is that a deal breaker?
It's not a deal breaker or a meal maker. It's I'm not talking to you. Like there's no need for me to what do I need to talk to you for when you just talk to my mans, bro? No, that's insane, bro. I don't like when I see that, bro. And I know a whole
100%.
bunch of these young cats in this new generation, bro. And it's young. Hey, shut up. We don't need to hear no meowing. Nope, too much.
I'll put them down.
I know a whole bunch of folks in this generation. I know a lot of information. Let me just start by this. I know a lot of information I shouldn't know about a lot of people because a lot of people trust me.
Facts.
And I'm just that person where it's gonna stop at me. Like I'm not the person who you tell, hey, don't say nothing to, and I'm like, okay, and then I go tell somebody else. And that just stops at me. It's in my head, and I know what's going on.
Facts.
But a lot of these youngins like to one day they're in a relationship with Sally, and then the next day they homeboy in a relationship with Sally, and I'm just confused as to what happened. Like, why is this happening? Because if you're in a serious relationship, there's no need to do like. It's just no need, bro. It's really bad, bro. I'm not gonna lie. It's really weird. It's bad because you gotta understand, bro. And maybe people just don't break it down like this. One is just weird because that was my man's girl at one point. Like,
Yes.
she thought that my man's was the most attractive man in the world. Like, she loved my man's, bro. And it's just like, why would I want to be with a woman who have feelings for my homie? Like, the homie still gonna come over. If I'm playing games, me and the homie playing games at the crib, and my girl come over. This is weird now. Like, y'all used to kiss. Like, y'all used to be intimate. Y'all used to date. Like, you done had... You took her to cheesecake, and I did too. Like, what's going on, bro? This couldn't be the best cheesecake date you ever had. You done had too many at this point. So, no, bro. You should never date somebody that your your man or your girl used to talk to, it just don't make sense. It's weird. It shouldn't feel right to you. You shouldn't even if the person is attractive, just let them be attractive. You know how many attractive people are in the world? It's so many attractive people in the world, bro.
So
That don't
many.
mean you go try to talk to all of them, bro. Just,
So
man,
many.
bro, don't do that. I hate stuff like that. I hate stuff like
Yeah.
that.
So many. There's no standards. Like, if Kennedy talked to a girl, that person in my eyes is like a sibling, bro. That's like my sister. You know what I'm saying? And when they break up, like that's my sister is gone, bro. Like long gone. But people just they don't have that standard, man. It's just weird. It's so weird. Like, it shouldn't even be in your mind. It shouldn't even be an option, bro. It shouldn't. There's about 4 billion women in the world. That shouldn't even be an option. That basically
No, for
if
real,
you're doing
bro. 'Cause
that,
even
if you're doing that, you don't have game. That's how I view it. You don't have game because you built a relationship with this woman basically through your boy because they pulled her. And now you're just piggybacking off that. You basically just don't have game if you're willing to be with your man's ex. That's how I view it.
No, I agree with that. That's a very valid point because the relationship, like you said, is already established. The hardest part is done. So now the easiest part is saying, "I like you." That's who can't say that. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And
right.
dang, I had another point, but I think I lost it. But yeah, that's all valid, bro. Like, it's just, oh yeah, I was gonna say, even if me and Zach went to the same school for years, like pretty much our whole life besides like high school, pretty much. But it might be a girl that I think, oh, cause Zach was like 2 or 3 grades above me, something like that. So it might be a girl who I think like, oh, I want to talk to her, and she older, right? And then I hit up my bro, like, hey, dog, like, she fine, I want to talk to her. Then he be like, oh, no, cat. Like, I talked to her, like, I already know. Be like, oh, bet. Like, you talk to her, it's off limits. Like, we good. I don't even want no parts. Like, even off talking. And, like, some people, if they just go through a talking stage, they feel better about it. They're like, oh, my God, never dated or nothing. And to each his own, I'll say maybe with that. To me, I still ain't with that. But, yeah, bro, to actually date somebody and be with them and then get with them, that's just weird, bro. What's the next one? We man, they understand. What's the next one, bro? What's the next one?
Is this a deal breaker? She owns exotic pets like tarantulas.
Okay, you said like tarantulas, but it doesn't have to be a tarantula. So if it is a
We're
tarantula,
gonna say
deal breaker.
We're gonna.
If it's not,
I was gonna say it is a tarantula, but I mean you're explaining, so keep going.
deal breaker. She's done. She's out of here. She don't even gotta be part of me. She's out of here. I don't need no tarantula. Nothing. No, I don't want it. I don't. No. Cause then she gonna be like, how do you even clean a cage, bro? I gotta clean the cage. Where you put him, buddy? You're not gonna take him out the cage, right? Well, no, I got it to clean the cage. I gotta take him out and I gotta put him in just this little container for a little bit. No, we not doing none of that. No, I don't want no tarantula. That's nasty, bro.
Imagine
I
a
like
tarantula having
to be in my
babies.
house already.
Facts. Imagine it has babies and they carry like the babies in their back and there's thousands of them. Like, oh, my tarantula is pregnant. It's
Bro.
gonna have 1,000 babies now.
I would take the cage when she was at work and I would just throw it in the trash can on dumpster day. So then I would see the trash people pick it up and dump it in there and I have no more worries about it. Like it's out of here. It's not here anymore. I don't gotta worry about babies. That's what would happen to that tarantula. And you could call the animal people on me if you want. I don't care, bro. I don't want no tarantula. I don't want no babies of tarantulas. I already showed you them spiders I got outside my crib right by the door. Them tarantula enough for me. And I'm letting them live right now because they're killing a lot of the bugs like mosquitoes and the little red bugs that's coming around the house. So I've been okay, but if they get any closer, they gotta die.
Yeah, 100%. I agree. I couldn't do a tarantula. Anyway, is this a deal breaker? She has no goals, but she supports yours fully.
Nah, that's got this deal breaker. I ain't gonna lie, cause you annoying. Then you just gonna be annoying, bro. Like you just like you gotta have something going for yourself. Cause it's just like I don't want. That's cool if you support my goals. However, if I have a goal, that means I have to go to work. So I don't want to really talk after work all the time, especially not about work. So if you always trying to talk about my goals or how closer I got because I went to work, that's really gonna irritate me, bro. So you need to go out there, have a job or a hobby or something that you got going. You gotta have something that you like to do in life. It cannot just all be about me and my goals. That would be so annoying. If people think that they want that, like, oh, I want somebody who's all about me and obsessed and da 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 da, they don't do nothing but be me. Like, No. I promise you don't want that. Like, you don't
Man.
want that. It's so annoying, bro.
So even if like hypothetically she was like your assistant and you're building a business, that's still something that's like no, because it's like not her own thing, or
No, she can be my assistant. That's way different. I mean, I feel like my girl should be like that person, right? My girl should be my right hand man, right hand woman, and stuff that I do. And I notice how I emphasize woman because a couple people keep saying how I can't pronounce woman or wait. I just messed up. I always mess it up with a single woman, and a plural woman. Like I always say just woman. And people be mad, like, no, you're supposed to say woman if it's just one. So notice how I emphasize that for all you freaking haters out there who are talking about my English. Back to the podcast. Yeah, I always think that my woman should be my right hand. You know what I mean? So that's with everything we do, that's cool. However, like being my right hand does not mean that you don't have goals. Like just because you are helping me, like you said assistant, whatever an assistant would help with, like keeping appointments or whatever. Just because you're doing that, it don't mean that you can't still have your own ambition and goals. Like, but yeah, I definitely want her to help me in life. Like, yeah, if you're not helping me in life, you can get away from me too. It got to be an equal balance.
okay, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I agree with that. I think that's the first time you had all deal breakers.
Yeah, that first one was wild. What was the first one again? That was wild.
She used to date one of your friends.
What a weirdo. It's just interesting. And I've had a couple, like, you know, I was young at once, you know? So I used to dibble and dabble a little too much, you see? But it's crazy because a couple of, like, the homies over the years have, like, dibbled and dabbled in what I used to. And when it happened, it kind of threw me off because I just didn't expect it from them because I thought, like, they was built like me. You see what I'm saying? And, like, I have no personal issue. Like, I'm not gonna be mad at the homie because, like, oh my gosh, like, you talk to her and I used to and I have feelings. Like, it ain't on that level. It's just a more of like we said earlier, out of all the women in the universe, you picked one of the women who literally thought I was attractive for years and years and years. Like, tried to triple back. And it's just like, that's the part that kind of get me. Like, I looked at you a little different than that, my mans. Like, I really did. And now you kind of show me that, like, maybe you don't even value yourself. I don't know, bro. Like, but I done had a couple of the homies spend on some stuff that I done, like, said hi to in the past. And it really threw me because I just thought that they as a person was better. You know what I mean? I just thought that they liked themselves more. You see what I'm saying? I think that's the issue that I had. I was just like, dang, bro, like, not you. Like, you know what I mean? But
like a lack of self-respect.
You know, they can't see all the for themselves though, 100%. Not even for the woman, not even for me. It's just like for you. Cause like once again, if I see a girl and my homie used to like be with her, it's just like, bro, once again, this woman thought that you was everything. So now she's telling me that I'm everything. Like if I text her like, hey, like, or she text me like, bro, you're the finest dude I would ever been with. It's like, but I know you sent that text to him too whenever y'all talk. Like, cause that's just what people do. Like, you're not gonna tell me I'm the ugliest. You're not gonna tell me I'm the second finest dude you ever talked to. Like, who does that? So that's the thing. But man, shout out the homies, man. Hopefully they stop doing that nonsense. They fell off it now. We'll see what happens. But so many women in the world, bro. Just go see somebody outside of the state. Get out the state. Maybe that's the issue too. People need to travel more, maybe. So they realize what's out there. Maybe that's another issue. So who knows, man. But I got a good blind ranking for us for my second one. I'm gonna enjoy this one a lot because I'm coming back with a blind ranking of quotes. And if anybody saw my first time I did quotes, it was an absolute fail. And this time, I hope I have Zach really, really thinking like where he sits back in awe. You see what I'm saying? Because there's gonna be some good ones. So Z, be ready, man. Be ready. The first quote we have: "The butterfly you chased was meant to show you the beauty of letting go." Oh, I don't think he likes this one. He's not liking the poetry.
Number 5. Number 5. I'm having a
All
hard
right,
time
we're just
understanding what that even means.
Okay, it says the butterfly. Maybe you need to just slow down and get into your
Okay.
poetic side. Find a poetic side in your brain. It's big enough to be there, so just find it, okay? Pause. I'm gonna read it again. The butterfly you chased was meant to show you the beauty of letting go. You see what I'm saying? People always chasing after a butterfly. They're trying to catch this butterfly. You see what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's like, bro, just let it go. Like you gotta understand sometimes the beauty of life is just letting stuff go. Like you saw it, it was here for a moment. You gotta keep it passing. So that's kind of what I was
Okay,
saying.
there we go. The breakdown. I'll take that at number 3. That's not bad. Number 3, I'll take that. Yeah, that's good.
See what I mean, bro? It's just all about thinking. That's all you gotta do, man. That's it. All right, next one up. Sometimes we don't want to heal because the pain is the last link to what we have lost.
That's a real one. I definitely can see people feeling that, living that. People definitely do hold on to things, but at some points, you gotta let go, man. And it may take a long time, may not feel right, but you gotta let go. So, and that kind of ties in with the butterfly one, actually. So I'm gonna say it's like I don't want to put it too high because I feel like you tried a little harder with the quotes this time. I'll probably say that could be number 4. I kind of wanted it at number 2, but I don't know. I feel like you definitely did better with the quotes this time, so I'll say number 4.
It's crazy, and this maybe I should have said this before. I wrote this second, and then when I did it, I meant to say it last though, but I wrote it second. But this was actually supposed to be said last, so that is what it is. It's already ranked, unfortunately, at number 4. But I agree. I mean, I feel like I personally tie in with this quote because, especially with losing people, it's just like it'd be hard. Like you can't see them no more, nothing like that. Everything you used to do, so it's like the even if like holding on to that pain, bro, like it was saying, like it is like dang the pain of a funeral or the pain of the last moments with somebody you try to hold on to so much because like they said, it's like that's the last thing you got to them. Like they not here no more. So I related to that one. That was actually my favorite one. But we'll move on to the third one. The less you say, the more your words will matter.
I agree with that one 100%, bro. When you see someone yapping all the time, bro, it's like you almost gotta pick out what's important and what's not. Compared to someone that says nothing and then they speak up, it's like everyone just listens. So I'll put that at number 1 because I don't know where this list is gonna go, but I think that's a real quote. And 2, tying in with the whole death thing, I think it's not more so forgetting the past, but it's about remembering the future. Now, I remember that from one of the videos. They were like, "Oh, don't forget about the past, just remember the future." So I think that's something that helps me cope with the death thing. But yeah, I'm gonna put that quote at number 1, the one about
the less you say, the more your words will matter.
Yeah, that's 100% true. That's number 1.
Yeah, and it made me think what you just said. When people talk too much, it's almost like you gotta pick out what's like important or good. But I just had literally while you were saying that, I remember the movie, the Disney movie called Hose, and in there, the character Zero, he did not speak. He never spoke. But then when Stanley got there, he ended up saying something. And once he said something, everybody stopped what they was doing, looked at him, and they was like, "What? Like you got bro to speak?" So it is crazy, like even on a visual scale with that movie in mind, like the less you say, like your words matter way more. And all he said was like
way more.
I don't know. He said one word. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, that's a good quote. The next one we got, the 4th one for the ranking. A man. So you have 2nd and 5th open. Those are the ones we work with audience. We have the number 2 spot and number 5th spot. But this one says, and it's a good one too, though. It's a good one. A man who lacks purpose distracts himself with pleasure. God, that's so real, bro. That's so real. Rank that for me, bro. That's number 2. That's not number 5. I'm gonna tell the audience that now. That can't be number 5.
I have to put that at number 5 because it just doesn't. I'm joking. It'll be number 2. Yeah, it'll be number 2. Okay. That's 100%. That's 100% number 2.
Okay.
And it's real. I mean, we've seen it before we were grown, and now that we're grown, we're seeing the youngins do it. That's just the way it is, bro. People don't have any goals, motivation, purpose, and they live recklessly because of it. compared to when you do have something you're focused on, you know how to move every day. So it's a real quote. And men like that are dangerous, bro. You don't want to be around people who don't have any goals or purpose, bro. You don't want to be around people like that. You need to find people who know what they're shooting for, what they're going for in life.
And even on another personal level, because it's the Westmoreland Bros podcast, so we gotta talk about ourselves in it. I relate to this too, because there's been times in life where um I'm lacking on certain stuff and on purpose, really, on what I know I should be doing, or even what I know or what I feel I should be doing, and I'm not doing it, but I'm doing other stuff to try to cover that thing that I lost up, to try to cover up some feel, and it's like it don't do nothing else for me. I'm left feeling even worse than how I felt before. And then when I sit with myself, it's like, why do I feel like this though? Now every time it's like because I'm just doing random stuff to try to fill whatever hole that I'm trying to fill, whether that's a sad hole, a happy hole, or whatever I'm trying to fill. I'm just doing it with all this nonsense, right? But anytime
Mm-hmm.
I have purpose or I go back to the things, I go back to my core, right? We're all made up of something. We have core things that make us who we are. So anytime I go back to my core roots that make me Kennedy, then I always feel better because I'm going back to my purpose. And I'm like, even sleeping, waking up, it's just way different. It's like, man, I feel good. I feel better because I know I'm doing what I know I should be doing, bro. It's just that simple. So this is one of
Yeah.
my favorite quotes too. That's a good one. So the last one we got is a cat that dreams of becoming a lion must lose its appetite for rats. Another good one.
Yeah, I can see that 100%. Outgrowing different situations, outgrowing different people, different things you do, things that at one point you may have found fun, appealing, and cool, then you realize one day, like, this is leading me nowhere. It's just a waste of time. And really, a lot of things in life are a waste of time. But yeah. So I think that's a good quote. I mean,
Man.
it's at number 5, obviously, but it's a good quote.
No, it is. And like you said, you just applying it. I like how you keep applying it ASAP to real life. And like I'm 20, I'm 26 when this podcast drops. So I'm 26, Z is 28. And even in our lifetime, we've seen stuff that we did that we don't do no more that people our age still might do. And we kind of just left confused. Like, why are you still playing a child's game? Like, why has your mindset not grown? Like, why have you not matured, bro? Even on me with a personal level, like I went through a phase that I used to love like going out. I used to go out to the bars and stuff and have a good time, like whatever. But I outgrew that. When I still see people my age who I'm cool with doing that though. And it almost throws me a little because I understand having a good time. Like, if you find a nice spot that you like, you go there, you kick it. But when it becomes like a college kid where it's every day almost, every weekend, it just like, what are y'all doing? Like, why are y'all still in the same situation you was in 4 years ago when I saw you out of high school and we see each other in a random bar and we like, yo, what's up, man? Good to see you. Why are you still there 4 years later? Like, what are you doing? What aren't you doing? So that's a good one too. It's all about progression, man. A lion don't eat rats, his appetite is bigger. He needs more, he not that little cat no more, not that kitten. Stop being little kittens out there, man. Be that grown fierce lion, lioness that you know you could be. Move on. You know what I'm saying? So those are the quotes, man. Way better than last time. Appreciate that ranking. Glad we explained the butterfly one a little more in detail for you. You gotta get poetic. You see what I'm saying? Slow down. You get it.
Fair enough. I'm not much of a poet, to be fair. Candy's more of the poetry thing. Actually, sometimes I find poetry annoying,
For sure.
and that kind of leads into this category about what's more. What's more annoying? And this is actually we have notes obviously in front of us, like on this tablet. Like some people have computers. I don't really use the computer, but these are the most notes I've ever had for a segment before. Like it's like a paragraph. But anyway, so what's more annoying? Someone telling you to do something right before you're about to do it, or someone stepping on the back of your brand new shoe as you're walking. What's more annoying?
Nah, bro. Somebody tell me Somebody tell me to go take out the trash when my dad knew unknowingly in my head that's what I was walking to do. Like I'm not gonna come in the kitchen and cook like y'all cook. So I'm coming in the kitchen and take the trash out like I know that you want it. Oh my god, bro. That'd be the most annoyingest thing ever, bro. It don't matter if it's at the crib, if it's at home, if it's at the grocery store and you was just gonna reach for a bag of chips and then the idiot you shopping with like, hey, can you get that bag of chips? What do you think that I was doing? Like, no, now I can't get it. You come over here and you get it because I don't want to do it, bro.
Oh my
I hate
god.
being told what to do when I'm about to do it, bro. I can't stand it,
I
bro.
know you
It makes
do.
me want to
Oh, I
crash
know you
out.
hate it.
It makes me want to. Yeah.
That might be a top 5 pet peeve for you. I know you hate that so much. I know you hate it so much.
It's pretty bad. It might be top 3. I don't even care. You can step on the back of my shoes, bro. It is what it is. When it comes to telling me what to do when I'm finna do it, though, you're insane. Like that's how I be at
Yeah.
my customers' houses. Like I do lawn maintenance and stuff, and like I'm so detailed, and it gets annoying when people they act like you almost done. They're like, yeah, so you gotta do all that over there and all like around the mound. Like customers always think that you're not gonna do the back of a hill or the back of a mound. Like you'll be so shocked. He'll be like, yeah, you gotta do behind the mound. You thought I was gonna do behind the mound? You thought that's the spot I was gonna skip? Out of everything, I'm just not gonna do the hill. I'm just gonna say, oh, look at the hill. Okay, let's keep driving this way. No, I'm gonna do it. It's in your yard. I know to do it. Like, they be triggering me because then when they tell me to do it, in my head, I'm like, bro, I'm not doing it now. I'm riding right past it. But I still do it. They can watch their cameras, they CC
Good job.
whatever camera,
You're
ring
still doing
cameras. I
it.
do everything. But yeah, it'd be
Good job.
annoying.
What's more annoying? Stepping in something wet with socks on, or someone who's constantly interrupting you?
Bro, I hate a blabbermouth, bro. Bro, I love her so much. I'm gonna shout her out in this because she does this so much to me and it triggers me. Shout out my cousin LA. Bro, she literally will interrupt what I'm saying. She has like ADHD. She can't focus on certain stuff all the time. So she'll have an idea. Hold on. Shut up. So she'll so she'll have an idea and she's telling me, she's like, yeah, like blah 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 about work, and then the conversation with work has concluded. So now I'm telling her about my day at work, and I'm like, yeah, work was good, and like you wouldn't believe this customer. And while I'm saying this customer, she's like, hey, we should eat here. What? LA, I'm telling you about my day. Shut your phone up. Don't be on it. Shut it off, actually, because you're too distracted. Like, I hate being interrupted, bro. Even this other dude, I was in service with Dan, bro, and I'm trying to talk like biblically, bro, and the dude keep interrupting me. And then the last time he interrupted me, I'm like not going, so I'm still talking while he talking. And then I eventually like, you got it. So then he tapped me and he acknowledges his interruption. He's like, hey, my bad, bro. I just gotta say this one thing. And I'm like, cut. Conversation's done. You say the one more thing, I'm leaving. I'm out of here. Like, I hate when people just think that their mouth works faster than mine. Like, no, my mouth works just as fast as yours. I can say just as many words, if not more. I just don't want to. I don't want to, because I'm actually trying to hear and listen to what you're saying. You're just trying to talk. So now that I know that, I'm gonna shut up and I'm gonna leave because this conversation is done. It's done.
Right.
Yeah, I hate that.
Right,
But don't get it
that's
twisted.
the issue. They
I
don't
hate
want
stepping in something with my sock though. That's disgusting. I don't like my sock being wet.
Yeah.
I hate it. It's disgusting. However, when you interrupt me, it's worse. It's worse.
And I think people don't want to have a conversation. They just want you to listen to them. That's the issue. If they wanted to have a conversation, they would be listening to what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because then you get so much off of that. But they don't want that. People just be wanting to yap, bro. They ask you, how's your day? Just to tell you about their day. They don't care about how your day was. They want to tell you what happened to them. And it'd be something so stupid. Yeah, my boss told me to do my job. Can you believe that? I'm like, oh man, that's really tough. But my day, like, bruh, it's horrible.
Nah.
Absolutely horrible. So yeah, that's very annoying. It's definitely more annoying than the wet sock. I agree with that 100%. But anyway, you're gonna say something.
You're not wrong, bro, because people, people are so annoying. They complain about the stupidest stuff, and it's just like, fam, I literally stopped talking to certain people, like just in general or just as much because of they decide to complain. It's one person, and I think just everybody like who I'm around who just, hey, how are you today? I'm tired. It's like, bro, what you tired from? You ain't got no job. You're not in school. You live with your parents. You do nothing. You don't do anything at all besides take people money and go to the store, bro. It's not even your money because you don't have none. How are you tired? You tired from being a bum? And then you're not even out here looking for nothing, bro. Like, go look for a job. You grown, bro. And for anybody over the age of 18 years old, if you don't have a job and you don't have like no type of license or transportation, you're an L, bro. I'm not gonna cap. That's not good, bro. If you got one or the other, like you working on something at least. But if you are 18 and older without one or the other, bro, like if you don't got either, you gotta do better, bro. You gotta sit down and be honest with yourself. Don't take this video personally and get in your feelings and be like, he's attacking me, because I probably don't know you. So don't feel that, but just feel like, hey, this person is telling me it's about time that I get my life in order. Like, and it's not even crazy. I'm telling you to go get a job or get your license. Like, it's nothing out of the ordinary. But I don't like seeing grown adults, because everybody want to be 18 instead of 18. I don't like seeing grown adults at 18 being bums with no job or nothing, no license. Like, you're not doing nothing. It's just weird, bro. We got to get that weird energy out of here, bro. Like, go to work. Like, go make money. Like, it's so many jobs. Like, it's so annoying, bro. It's so frustrating.
So many jobs. Yeah. Especially nowadays, you could literally just be a influencer, quote unquote, and do stuff on social media. Like, it's so easy. Compared to back in the day, there's no way you're getting away with doing no job. You're crazy. No job. Anyway, what's more annoying? People who complain but never change anything. What's the odds? That's the next one. Or people who bail on plans last minute every single time. What's more annoying?
More annoying is people who complain and like don't change nothing, because at the end of the day, if your dumb self is still making plans with somebody who consistently bails every time at the last minute, you just want to be mad about something. Like, bro, if you know that person is like that, just don't make plans with them, or hit them up right when you finna go out. Like, it's 5 o'clock, you finna go out at 6 or 7, hit them up like, yo, I'm finna go out like right now, do you want to come? They gonna say yes or no. If they say yes, they not gonna bail right after saying that, most likely. But people who complain in general are annoying. But when you complain and you don't change anything, it's just more annoying, bro. But it's also, it's just like, why are you complaining so much, bro? Like, I could complain about so much in my life, just like the next person could. But you gotta ask yourself, what's the benefit? Do you just want to hear your voice? Well, that's annoying. Do you just want to, like, I get just venting and getting it out, but like the continuous, like, if you get it out once, why are you gonna bring it up again 2 minutes later? Like, I still can't believe this girl did that. Oh, shut up, bro. Because even as your friend, I don't want to hear that, because now you're becoming annoying to me, because all you're doing is complaining. If you're gonna complain, after the complaint, you should come with a solution. Like, oh, you know what, that happened, but now I'm just gonna move like this. Like, it's so simple, bro. But some people just want to be mad, just want to fight, just want to be just less than happy. And it's like, bro, just stop, bro. Just stop, bro. Like, it's so annoying, bro. I hate people who complain, dog. Like,
it reminded me of that meme I sent you and Tracy, where it was like a guy and a girl texting, and he was like, how was your day? And she said, I'm having a bad day. And he was like, in his mind, he was like, when are you ever having a good day? Like, she's always having a bad day. Like, what's wrong again? So yeah, that's what it reminds me of, with the people complaining all the time. It's just like, bro. And there is always something to complain about. Like, something didn't go your way. You're not making enough money at your job. Or your job didn't give you the off time. Or your parents said something you didn't like. Or maybe your spouse is annoying you 100%. But like, brother, you don't gotta tear everyone down with the constant not. Like, we all know life is tough, bro. We get that. But like, God dang, and on top of that, like the thing says, you complain, but 100%. You're never doing anything to change it. That's the issue. Complaining is a normal thing to feel, right? You feel slighted, but you're doing nothing to change it. You're not looking for a job that pays more, right? You're not communicating with your partner to where they don't irritate you as much, right? You're not changing your situations. So, yeah, that's the issue, man. You're not trying to help yourself out. It doesn't make sense.
And that's the thing, bro. When it comes to a job, everybody, because they'll be like, well, I need money. I got bills. I got bills just like you. But what's going to hurt you just by filling out applications and waiting? Because every day you go to that job, you just annoyed, you just mad, you just irritated, you complaining, but you're not filling out applications to make a change, bro.
Man.
You hate, you don't like your partner, or you don't like who you live with or whatever. Bro, then what you gonna do to change that? Make it a goal. All right, you know what? When the lease is done, I'm not living here no more. But since I have to live here now, you gotta some stuff you gotta take on the chin, bro. You really got to. So it's like if I gotta live here, then I have to be a little more respectful in how I talk to this person, and maybe by me being nicer and more respectful, even though I don't want to, but I know this could make the situation better. Maybe then they'll clean up a little bit. You know, maybe they'll clean up a little bit more. Cause bro, I had you as a roommate and I had Layla as a roommate, and they both were different experiences, but like I had to get on both of you at different times, bro. Like I got on you were more so like, all right, bet, Kay said this, like I'm not trying to hear nothing, like I'll fix it, whatever, cool. Like my thing is, if you're gonna live with me, keep everything clean beside your room. If your room is a mess, that's your room, I don't care. Well, LA, it was more like I had to remind her a little bit more than I did you with certain stuff, like, yo, LA, let's not do that. Like, LA, can you get this? But if I didn't do it, I would just be mad in my own head, bro. I'm just driving myself crazy, like with insanity. And even when you tell somebody you might be driven crazy, but you gotta put it out there and voice it so they know, bro. You can't just you gotta change, bro. If nothing changes, nothing changes. It's just that simple.
Well, that's it for that, man. What's more annoying? So now we need you to do the opposite of annoy us. We need you to encourage us. We need a quote to get us through this week, man. This is a tough week. This is the second week in December, I believe, okay? It's getting cold and seasonal depression is here. We need a quote to help us.
The quote of the week, ladies and gentlemen, it comes from our quotes from earlier. You know, I really did have a favorite out of that. So the quote that we're going to do for the week is, a man who lacks purpose distracts himself with pleasure. Make sure to like, comment, share with everybody you know, and subscribe.